This one's a brand new announcement from today, a game called Gen Atlas.
We are honored to have one of gaming's true visionaries here with us in the audience. For more than 2 decades, his work has reminded us that games can be emotional and deeply human. From Eco to Shadow of the Colossus to The Last Guardian,
That's why I'm watching this.
An unforgettable mark on this medium. Please join me in recognizing the legendary Fumito Ueda-san. Ueda-san, great to see you.
Wow, I'm surprised the transcript person knows how to write that name.
And now, let's talk about his next game. A few years ago, we gave you an early glimpse at Ueda-san's next game, then known as Project Robot. Well, now, it's time to step deeper into the mysterious, unsettling, and epic world that marks Ueda's first game in a decade. Let's take a look.
His last game was The Last Guardian. Oh, it's Epic Games. I mean, these games are all very highly regarded, as I understand it. In a kind of a non-mainstream sort of way, as these games are all quite unique. Doing their own thing. Oh, wow. Giant dead robots. Maybe not so dead. Is that gonna be my little space station? Oh. Am I a robot? Wait, the frame rate looked a little bit suspect there. Hopefully this is just a work in progress. I bring this up especially though because I'll talk about it after we finish watching this. Yeah, the gameplay part's still kind of rough so far. Gen Atlas. Small case Gen.
Does that look incredible? Oh, all right. I cannot wait for Gen Atlas. Thank you, Ueda-san. All right, well now.
So of the 3 games that were mentioned here that Fumito Ueda has made, Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, The Last Guardian, I always see these games talked about as being beloved games by a lot of people, and of them, I've only played Shadow of the Colossus. And that was because I got that remake from a few years ago. Actually, it's been quite a while ago already, right? When did that come out? Good lord, 2018! Yeah, it's been a while, and I think after I played Shadow of the Colossus, I did get people asking me to play The Last Guardian. But I did try. I looked into it, because I really like Shadow of the Colossus, right? But The Last Guardian... See, I brought up the frame rate issues earlier, because that was my exact problem with The Last Guardian. That's still not on PC at the moment, right? And back when I tried playing it, I borrowed a copy from my local library, I remember. I think I tried playing maybe the first hour or so. First 2 hours, and I had a PS4, not a PS4 Pro at the time, and I found the experience basically unplayable, because the frame rate was sitting at sub 30 all the time, maybe like 24, 25-ish, paired with how the camera worked in that game, because you were constantly like this little person trying to control a giant creature. It's one of the few games that I solely could not finish, really just because technically it was not, I couldn't play it. If I had a PS4 Pro back then maybe I would have fared a little bit better, but I didn't, and I wasn't gonna buy a whole PS4 just to play one game. So that did worry me a little bit, because the gameplay sections here did not look smooth. At the same time though, it looks like Epic Games is publishing this. That means this is gonna be on PC too, right? That could solve a lot of problems, even if unintentionally. It might not be that they optimize it well, but, you know, when you have a PC, you can sort of, what do you call it, brute force past these problems. A lot of interesting imagery though. I feel like this guy, without knowing what Ico is like, I don't know at all what Ico's like. He seems to like why are his games so memorable? Because he plays with the scale of things. Just looking at this makes me feel small. And I remember Shadow of the Colossus made me feel a similar way too, because we were small. We're just a tiny little person, and there's so much more on this planet that's trying to do this and that to us. See, look at this shot right here. Look how small we are. Look how big that thing is. Looks like this is maybe kind of like Shadow of the Colossus, well, just based on appearances, but with more technology, more robot stuff. Maybe a civilization that is now no longer here, gone. Oh, this is me, isn't it? Is this me? I'm a robot too. Okay, I had missed that part. For sure in the beginning. Oh. Huh. I'm like a long dead robot trying to go through, I don't know, try to find my ancestors. Figure out what happened here. There's some really interesting patterns on the ground too. It looks like some conspiracy theory stuff. I see it by observing satellites from space or whatever. Patterns on the ground. And whatever happened here so long ago, we only have giant robot remains, but not really stuff like cities around here. They're not completely dead. Oh yeah, see those patterns are on the walls too, and there's lights. Energy, electricity is still a thing we have. Yeah, this shot made me feel like... Because I thought my face shape, it looked vaguely like a human, but actually, no, never mind. I'm a robot, but I'm wearing clothes. I'm doing human things. Yeah, I feel like with the way they depict how the time of day changes. So the time of day changes in this game, and maybe this is going to be our vessel that we travel around by, because if we are that small and we try to walk around the place, we're not going to get anywhere by walking. But also there's some power. Maybe we can give it power, jolt it, and wake the stuff back up, or just take control of it. It's like a head for the giant robots. Yeah, there's just a very grand sense of scale in this guy's games, I feel like. Very cool. I hope they can tighten up the frame rate and stuff before release, but it looks like it should be pretty far from release anyway. There's no semblance of a release date. It's just telling you, hey, this project is in progress. Well, I will keep an eye on it.